RGB lights. In this video, we are going to talk about how to install RGB lights for your room. So these are very popular. They come with a lot of different variety or size or length. So they're all going to be working very similar or the same. So let's talk about what you're probably going to get in your kit. First, you're going to get your actual light. They're going to hook it. Probably going to have a pin for power, and there are tape on the other side so you can kind of go along your whatever direction or outline you have set up. So you're going to get a light. You're going to get the controller depending on your configuration, what you buy, different color, different configuration and speed. You're going to have screws. These kind of things is going to help you kind of lock down and tie down your strip. So that's something to think about. You're going to have the power, because these things are going to need the power, and you're going to have kind of like the brains of this whole thing that you can plug. This unit is a simple unit that have two, and then this is a power cord, so you might have more. So really depending on your setup. So first thing before even installing, if you're doing research on what to buy, you want to measure how long you need to outline your, let's say the corner of your room or the outline of your room or the back of your TV or whatever you are installing this to. Measure it so you know how much you need. You want to buy more than you need because there's always going to be maybe a little mistake here and there. You cut the wrong thing, so you want to make sure that you have enough so you're not, just got caught off guard and can't finish your project. And then second, you want to kind of think about what color you want, what configuration, so you know what level of color and strip you want to buy. Okay, to install this is very simple. Obviously, I'm not going to show the complete installation. I want to show you on the table and talk a little bit about what it is. So, you want to check it out. And on the back, these are just double-sided tape, right? There is a couple of things they recommend what you should tape to. So, I'd say like plastic, depending on what kind of paint you have, but I think most of the stuff you could do, so I wouldn't worry too much about if they're gonna fall off. And once you have it set up, so you want to kind of like plug this in position where you're gonna have the power, because most of the time these are probably going to be close to the floor or whatever it is, so you want to kind of measure it out. I would recommend having this all laid out, and when you start with this end first instead of the other end. So once you kind of taped it all in together, you can use some of these clips to kind of tie them down if you want to kind of have more secure, because these are just kind of things that you can kind of screw it into your wall or whatever table, and you kind of like just position it. Now you cannot cut most of these. You could cut, but then that's it. You're gonna, you can't be able to like resolder or reconnect back. Now some you can, so you gotta check which one you got. So you want to make sure that your line is like a straight line, because you see there's really no curve. If you curve, it's gonna be kind of awkward because the light is gonna be, because the light's on top here. So you want to kind of make sure you can't really turn too much. So that's something to think about. So once you have stick everything in, and then you can plug it in. Now this have 2 rows. Some have more than 2. Some might have 10. Some might have 5. You just, depending on your kind of style. So you want to plan it out. You stick that in, and then this kind of plugs in. Boom. Like the other one. And you plug the power in. Then you kind of program. Some of them even have an app, but I would say most of the time you just want to keep it basic, and you just turn on whatever color you need. And always check your power, so make sure it's nice and safe. So you want to make sure you stay out, this is nice and clear, there's no disruption. You just plug it into like a safety cord. So everything is nice and safe. You're not gonna hurt your house. So this is pretty much the basic idea on how this is going to be installed. If you're ever curious how this comes in, I hope this video helped. So I want to show you another time, and I'll see you in the next one.